It's Super Bowl Sunday. It's a beautiful day outside, and really we are not too far from this lawn really taking off, because in the 10-day we don't have any more freezing temps. Now, we're definitely not out of the woods. We definitely could have another freeze or even a couple more freezes, but in the 10-day there's no freezes, at least forecasted, and there's actually quite a few temps that are in the mid 70s. And my lawn already has a lot of green popping up that you can probably see. Let me get closer down here for you. You can see that there is a lot of new green shoots that are popping up. And if we get 2 more weeks of relatively mild temperatures and no freezes, then I'm guessing that probably 80 or 90% of my lawn will actually be green. So that is what we're looking at here in the short term. This is also a good time, especially if you're in my area, to go ahead and think about putting out your spring pre-emergent. What's up, guys? I'm Rhett. Welcome back to Lawn Insider. And I actually haven't been out in the lawn too much recently. Aside from just playing with the kids, I haven't really done any lawn work. And you can see that I've had a few weeds pop up. I've got this really big weed that I've cultivated over here in the corner, and you can see just for my hand for size reference there. And anytime you allow Mother Nature to kind of go do its thing for any extended period of time, it's going to do its best to take over any work that you've done. But I really don't have much weed pressure, and the good thing about pre-emergent is that when you do apply it, the weeds that you get, at least in my experience, are usually shallow as far as the rooting goes, so not too hard to pull, and I won't have any trouble getting rid of them once the temperatures warm up, whether I choose to pull them or actually spray a herbicide. We're really going to be able to see the difference that cultural practices can make in a lawn this year, because I've got quite a bit of weed pressure coming over, and we'll be able to see if I'm able to hold the line there. And it's really like that pretty much from all directions. You'll see that there is quite a few weeds that have popped up in the lawns around me. The same thing over here. So I do have some minimal weed pressure. Here's some more examples of some weeds that you wouldn't normally see in my lawn, but when it is dormant, just not out here doing as much of that type of work in the lawn. I'm more outside just for fun with the kiddos. But it's definitely nothing that I'm going to worry about, and I'll be able to get rid of those pretty early in the season. And for the most part, we have the same story going on in the backyard. But in the backyard, you can really see the effect of shadows in the lawn. So this area is in the shadows longer, and I'm not sure how well you can see it on video, but this area is still completely dormant. And then you can see over here by the fence line where we get more sun, there is a lot more green grass over there. So that is kind of what's in place. So it's not only having to do with the soil temps, which is a big part of it, but it also has to do with just how much sun any given area is getting, and that is going to be how your yard greens up. So if you have areas that are in full sun, they are going to green up faster than areas that are in partial sun. Now, as far as what we can be doing in our lawn right now, I'm probably not going to be doing anything for the next week or so, but it would not hurt to go ahead and lay down your spring pre-emergent, especially if you are in my area. So we're talking Central and South Texas, because our soil temps are on the rise. You're going to start to see more weed germination. It's better to be a little bit early with that than it is to be late, just because the window is going to open sooner for us than it is for some of our more northern counterparts. So you can be thinking about pre-emergent. I always suggest just using a prodiamine pre-emergent as the active ingredient, but there are several pre-emergents on the market. Regardless of what you decide to actually put out on your lawn, it is going to serve the purpose that it is advertised for. So there are some other ones. So if you can't get your hands on prodiamine, don't hesitate to just buy a pre-emergent from your local big box store and spread that out in your lawn just to get a little extra protection headed into the spring. Another thing that you can think about doing is starting your scalp or even a pre-scalp on the lawn. Basically, they are the same thing. The only thing with a pre-scalp, you're going to kind of take it down more gradually over the course of several cuts. And with a scalp, at least in my experience with a scalp, and this is what I usually end up doing, probably actually not the smartest way to go about it. I just like trying to knock it all out at once. But scalp, you are just taking it down pretty much as low as you can with whatever equipment that you're using. You're doing that to get rid of all this dormant material at the top and to allow the green growth to come through more easily, get more sunlight, get more water, get more nutrients, and all that kind of good stuff. Now, it definitely is not a bad idea to go ahead and hold off on the scalp for a bit, just in case we do get another freeze, because then you kind of have to basically rescalp and take off that dormant material again. But it's not going to do any permanent damage to your lawn if you do decide to go ahead and do that a little early, especially if you go about it with the pre-scalp method, where you're just kind of taking it down gradually over the course of several mows. Okay guys, I am looking forward to spending another season out in the lawn with y'all. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up right here. I actually don't know when I'll get this uploaded. Either way, you can tell me who you are rooting for or who you rooted for, just depending on when I upload this, in the Super Bowl in the comment section below. And you can tell me what you're looking forward to doing in your lawn this season. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave it a like. If you're enjoying the content and you want to continue to see more of it, hit that black subscribe button below. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave those in the comment section below. I'll see y'all again soon. Lawn Insider out.